Hey guys, how's it going? So now that we have our Super Bowl matchup and looking at how the two teams played in the championship round, so I'm just going to give general things I think will be the keys to the 49ers winning against the Chiefs. I think number one, you have to be aggressive on defense against Patrick Mahomes. I think you have to apply a lot of pressure on them. I don't think this is usually typical for the 49ers defense. I think they have pretty conservative in terms of blitzing. They like to have a lot of wide coverages and stuff like that. I don't think this is going to work very well against Mahomes and the Chiefs offense because Mahomes is really good at scrambling, especially just in a typical 4 or 5 man rush. So I think even if the defensive linemen are having success getting in there, he's going to run with the ball. He hardly ever gets sacked. Or if you just give him enough time, he's going to find people that are open. He doesn't really make a lot of mistakes unless there's a pretty good amount of pressure on them. In the 6 games that the Chiefs lost this season, Patrick Mahomes threw at least 1 interception, and the majority of those interceptions came from blitzing, typically a 6, 7, or 8 man blitz. So I think kind of to really establish a tone for the game, I think the 49ers should come out blitzing on defense, putting a lot of pressure on Mahomes. I think it's better to give up a few big plays, which would also force an interception at some point in the game, than just to let Patrick Mahomes have 8-10 seconds to throw the ball. This is what specifically the Eagles did against Mahomes when the Eagles beat the Chiefs in the regular season. So I think this is the exact same strategy the 49ers should adopt. Point number 2, kind of similar to defense, I think be more aggressive on offense early. I don't think you can kind of do these predictable plays and running on every first down. I think the 49ers really have to get going earlier this time. I don't think they can fall back on offense. I think they need to maybe have some quick passes ready. The Chiefs defense is really aggressive. They are second in terms of overall sacks, and especially with how Purdy's looked against the Ravens. He struggles with blitzing. He struggles with the pressure. This is when he throws a lot of his interceptions. So I think the 49ers need to have a good game plan for this. Maybe instead of running McCaffrey up the middle, like a pitch or something to him to the outside would be a good way to counteract this early. And I think even like he's been doing recently, I think another option is just to really give Brock Purdy a lot of freedom to scramble. I think his runs have been really good. I think the 49ers got to have a good game plan or Purdy's just going to get crushed by their defense. I think it's a better strategy for Purdy to take sacks in some crucial moments where he's getting blitzed. Instead of throwing an interception, it seems like that interception he threw against the Lions, I thought he was trying to do too much. Would have been better just to take the sack and maybe the Lions don't score there and then you don't have such a tight game going into the 3rd and 4th quarter. And then number 3, I think this is more of a generalization, but I think be very aggressive on both sides of the ball and hold this until the very end of the game, because even though the 49ers have been a come from behind team, I think in this case, if they are able to pull a lead earlier in the Super Bowl, you don't want what happened last time when they faced the Chiefs in 2020, blowing a 20-10 lead with 7 minutes left. You don't want that to happen again. Kyle Shanahan doesn't have a good track record with this. You really got to hold on to the end of the game, and even if they have a comfortable lead, I think you really have to put the nail in the coffin. I think they got to play pretty much perfect to beat the Chiefs. It's going to be a tough game to win. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you later.